She's a rockin', don't come a knockin'. She's a duck's guts. G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Fred here from Clooney Garage. It's another episode on the Nuggets. The Nuggets is finally ready to race. You've seen the thumbnail. Get set, go. It's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek there. You might be wondering, why are we spending all this money on a Getz? A few reasons for that. We'll go back to our whiteboard and our project. We'll tell you all about it right now. Alright, well the thing is, when you've got all these other V8 powered cars, and you've got a young boy who's learning to race, you do not want to strap him into Clooney or Black Betty and have him wipe himself off the track. So we had to choose a car that was suitable, that we could work on. If we binned, it didn't matter. If we blew the motor up, we'd just throw another win, $200. And we just really didn't care. But we wanted it to be small, nimble, front-wheel drive preferably for the young fella, a manual, and ones that there's just plenty of them around, right? And these Getzes, we mentioned we got this one for $2,000. They're going for like a couple $100 here and there, unregistered, and obviously need a bit of work. But you try picking one of these things up for, $2 or $3,000, it ain't going to happen anymore. And that's his daily driver, so he can't race that around the track. So we had to get the Nuggets. Alright, so a few little upgrades since you've last seen the Nuggets. You've probably seen it race around on these horrible looking Wuhan Warriors, the old good rides. So we've got the Nankang AR1 rims on it. They're jelly. And we've got our Einke race rims. And I'm going to whip this wheel off and show you the new DBA rotors that I've fitted. We've got some Ferodo pads. And you can probably see here, we've got some new CV joints, rubber boots, drive shafts. So it's all tightened up in the front end now. And I've just taken it for a serious fang just a second ago. And it drives like a go-kart because our friends at Jack's Tyres, look at that for a wheel alignment. So we're still going to get the data sheet on the alignment, but she's got negative camber. Try and get that angle in there for you. Kenzie! Good girl. But Charlie's also sussing out the... how many degrees negative camber, Charlie? I don't think you'd know. But I think that's, we must be getting close to 2 there, because I've got 4 on Clooney, and it looks about double that. But I'll get the sheet out and measure it for you anyway, and share with you on the channel. You've also seen the rest of the interior for the Nuggets. So I've got Fred Jr.'s race seat and a little tacho there for him to... That's set for 6,000 RPM for the shift light to come on, and just a short shifter as well. And we're taking the weight out here. These Nuggets are funny, like they've always got a big banging noise at the back here, and I didn't know whether it was the plastic shroud on the rear wiper or what, but it still makes the banging noise. But she looks pretty stripped out here and taking a heap of weight out too. Alright, let's get this front wheel off and show you what mischief we've been doing. So first upgrade we did was we got new rotors fitted. So we ordered DBA T2. That was the highest spec we could get, not T3s. And they're the slotted rotors. And we had to get them specially ordered actually. We've gone with Ferodo DSP pads as well. So that's probably about all we need to do on the braking side of things. We're not going to worry about braided lines or anything like that. We are going to put some 10/10 fluid in it though, and bleed the brakes as well. And when we did the rear brakes, we had the rear master cylinders leaking too. So that's fixed. But the big upgrade, it's tightened things up no end. You see here we've got brand new control arms. Now the benefit of getting control arms is that you then get these brand new bushes. Oh my God, stop it. So one up the back, up there too where they mount in. But it's actually more, and there's the other one just in there. You can see through the gap. And obviously new drive shaft boots to go with our end of our CV joints. All right, so the benefit of actually buying whole new control arms is if you reuse your old control arms, they're pretty thin gauge metal anyway, and you've got to get the old bushes pressed out, and then, you've got old dungy bits of metal with brand new bushes in them. So we just got brand new control arms, and it was just as cheap. So that was all good. So you're probably wondering, what's she like now? And it is super tight, very tight, very pointy, particularly with that steering alignment as well. And yeah, she's very nice. And these things are just something off the tree, really. They are just fantastic, these little Nankang's AR1s. 80 treadwear. And we've had a few comments on people asking about 80 treadwear. Don't put them on Grandma's car. She won't last more than 3 weeks. But they're fantastic for howling around like what we want. All right, so that means the Getz is ready. We're about to go tracking. We're going to book in our first track day. Don't do it for Dale, do it for Brocky. Catch you later.